Hello, my name is Lucy Edwards and I'm a Bach flower practitioner and founder of Mindful Remedies. Today I'm going to talk to you about some flower remedies to help parents, in particular mums, dealing with the emotions that come up around motherhood and parenting, and just to help support that stage of life. So I'm going to talk about some remedies to help with stress, to help with building good relationships, fatigue, finding your purpose in life, mum guilt, a bit of perfectionism. So that's a bit of an overview of what I'll cover today, and I'll probably just go through each one relatively quickly, but you can find more detailed descriptions of each of the remedies on my website, which is mindfulremedies.co.uk. Okay, so to start with then, stress. So mothering, parenting, it's wonderful, but it does come with some stress. So Elm is a really good one for if you feel overwhelmed by pressure or responsibility and it just feels a bit too much. So often these people are quite capable, but sometimes it just feels like there's too much going on and you just can't catch a breath. So Elm is really good for helping to support that feeling of overwhelm, return your confidence and make you feel more capable. Then the second one would be Cherry Plum. Cherry Plum is for where you just feel like you're going to explode, where you are at the end of your tether, you feel like you're going to just lose it with everybody because you are just holding it all together. And that kind of explosiveness is what kind of characterizes Cherry Plum. So if that's you, this one will help you with feeling a bit more calm, a bit of composure. Then, in terms of building relationships and good relationships with your children, Beech is very good for tolerance. So someone who needs Beech can be quite rigid with their thinking. So they want things done in a certain way, a certain order and precision, and they struggle if it's not done in the way that they want it. So Beech helps with a little bit of tolerance, softening the edges, not being quite so strict about the way things should be done. Then Chicory. So Chicory is for kind of a possessive love. So maybe slightly selfish, maybe slightly overbearing. Maybe you need a lot of attention, and if you don't get it, then you feel kind of really slighted, and this can be quite stifling for family members. So it just helps you to be a little bit more selfless in your love and caregiving. Then for mum guilt, pine. So pine is for if you feel guilty, whether you've done something wrong or not. Self-blame, self-reproachment, just kind of punishing yourself and never being content with your efforts. So this one's a really good one for kind of being a bit more balanced in the way that you view a situation and not taking on so much responsibility and so much of that kind of deep feeling. I know it's really difficult sometimes to not feel mum guilt. So this one is a good one for that. Fatigue. So sleepless nights, a lot of caregiving. As a mum, you give a lot. So olive is really good for physical exhaustion. So can be after a lot of caregiving duties or an illness or things like that. But it's basically where your body, mind, spirit, soul are completely depleted. You've got nothing left in the tank. You are just completely exhausted. So olive is all about rejuvenation and kind of revitalizing your spirits. And then hornbeam is for more of a mental weariness. So where you're sort of dragging yourself through the day and you just feel a bit unmotivated and you just can't really be bothered or can't get going. There's certainly some stages in motherhood, like baby stages where it's not that interesting all the time. And this helps you basically kind of keep your motivations up, keep your spirits going, keep your it's called a bit of a Monday morning remedy. So it's about kind of not feeling that Monday morning mental weariness. Then, for any mums that struggle with perfectionism, rock water is the one for that. So again, it's sort of quite strict, rigid thinking, but more to do with yourself. So you've got very strict standards, very rigid ways of you want to do things really well. You want the family to eat in a certain way, and yourself to eat in a certain way, and sort of not being flexible in those thoughts, and then being stressed if things don't go in this perfectionist way. Then finally, wild oat. So wild oat is for people who are maybe feeling a bit unfulfilled in life and who are looking for a path in life. A lot of mums may have a career before entering into motherhood, and sometimes that changes a bit as you're juggling work and home life, and that can mean that you're maybe not quite so fulfilled in your career, and you don't know what to do or which way to turn, or as you reach midlife and you kind of think, well, I've done this for quite a while, I want to do something different, I've got these other interests, but I'm just not sure what. And you just keep sort of thinking, well, maybe it's over here, maybe over there, but not quite finding your thing. So this is all about helping you to find your path in life, and what will bring you fulfillment outside of your family. So I hope that was helpful. There are obviously lots of other remedies that will be helpful during parenting and motherhood. So things that can help with anxiety and low mood and that sort of thing. I've got the full range of 38 flower remedies on my website and all the descriptions on there. So it's not that these are the only ones that you should look at during this stage of your life, but these are some that maybe come up a little bit and maybe specific to motherhood. So as ever, send me a comment, send me a message if you have any questions or if you'd like any advice for yourself. And I offer online consultations via Zoom if you are interested in some one-on-one support. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely day.